for his opening statement.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. I am pleased to be able to join you in holding this hearing on the civil rights implications of state and local enforcement of federal immigration laws. This is the second joint hearing being held by the Constitution and Immigration Subcommittees. That is significant because we have received many reports from around the country about law enforcement officials in some jurisdictions going beyond the law and engaging in abusive activities we had hoped were no longer found in this country. It is important that the law is enforced effectively. It is also important the rule of law is respected by everyone, especially by those charged with enforcing it. Unfortunately, it appears that in their zeal to enforce our immigration laws, some local law enforcement officials have gone far afield, violating our civil rights laws, violating the Constitution, violating the rights of U.S. citizens and of non-citizens who are here legally. That's not law enforcement. That's a subversion of the law. We need to ask some very important questions today. Most importantly, is it appropriate to have local police enforcing the immigration laws, or is that federal function better left to the federal government? If it is appropriate, are federal dollars being spent correctly with proper oversight and within the requirements of the law? If they are not, if a particular local police enforcement agency is violating the law systematically, should the Department of Justice revoke the Section 287G contract on the grounds that that police agency is not conducting itself within the bounds of the law and cannot be trusted to enforce the law under the law? In some instances, we have seen a pattern and practice of violating people's civil rights. Reports of widespread racial profiling, threats against the exercise of First Amendment rights, retaliation against newspaper reporters who print unflattering comments about local officials, selective prosecutions, the abuse of arrestees and prisoners, among other problems, demand a careful investigation. We have witnesses here today who will tell some very compelling and disturbing stories. I hope the members of this committee will pay careful attention. Whatever your views on immigration policy, I hope we can all agree that the police power does not give anyone the right to declare open season on anyone who may, quote, look foreign, unquote, else. That's not the American way. In fact, it's illegal, and the federal government has a duty, just as we did when local law enforcement colluded with the Ku Klux Klan many years ago, to intervene and protect individual rights against local law enforcement if they are violating such rights without fear or favor. I thank the distinguished chairwoman, and I yield back the balance of my time.